Hey guys, we got war number 5 here of season 48. We're going to be bringing in Sunspot, Kushala, and Fantman. Fantman's specifically for the onslaught boss. Last one with Tiger, it didn't work so well, so I figured I'd try someone new here. Bringing Bishop is banned this war, so I'm bringing Sunspot for the what's it called? Bullseye fights that I have. I have 2 different bullseyes to fight this war. And I decided to use him for that first fight. He has class advantage, and I figured it would be over quicker than not. So I had to turn on Do Not Disturb there, getting text messages. But next up, we have a rank 3 mangog, and then after that, we have a rank 3... I did decide to use Sunspot for this mangog. He goes Incinerate immune once he gets 10 of his charges, or I'll just do 4-hit combos. And I believe, I throw 1 special 1 and then go to special 2s from here. I can pretty much block his whole special 2 with Sunspot without taking any damage because of my Incinerates giving me perfect block. But I tried to click my special 2 button there and it didn't work, and then I mistimed that because I wasn't expecting him to throw it quite yet. Here, unfortunately, I didn't get a crit on that last hit, so I throw my special 3, and unfortunately, Sunspot's special 3 hits much weaker than his special 2, so I don't even think this kills him. It does not, but it'll just take maybe 1 or 2 hits afterwards to finish him off. And then using Sunspot for several of the fights in here, actually. Sunspot is a super powerful champion. It's just kind of difficult to use him in some scenarios, but here it works out pretty well. Next up, we have a rank 3 pterodactyl, whatever his name is, Sauron. I still feel sorry for guys who rank 3 their Sauron. Man is just super underwhelming in most areas of the game. But here, I'm just going to play Kushala the Kushala way and miss my intercept there. I'm lucky I didn't get punished because of it, but I also got a little bit unlucky on my Incinerate passive procs. Tried another intercept, neither of them worked. So I need to make sure to get my block blessing back up so that I can avoid all of the unblockable hits that he sometimes throws. And I just need to keep it up and active in order to be able to block his unblockable hits. Parried that first hit of the special 1, and I would like to get an intercept in here, but I'm just not getting lucky on it. I just hit him a couple times there and dash back so I can evade his special 2 without it potentially clipping me. And I believe the special 2 pretty much finishes it out. He's got a little bit of health left, but I just dash back and let him bleed out. Or not even bleed out, but melt. Next up, we have a Super Scroll on this Rich Get Richer node. This is the first time I've actually fought Super Scroll here. He's just a rank 4, so I'm not that worried. If he was rank 5, I did check here real quick to see if he was Incinerate immune, because if he wasn't, I'd be throwing special 1s. Since he is, I'll throw special 2s. I'm going to pop an Invuln boost as well, just so I can eat his special 3, since I know for a fact he's going to get there. This guy's power gain is probably going to be through the roof. Do my 2 heavies. I get my light intercept there, and I'm going to throw a special 2 here. He's got so many buffs active right now that special 2 soul barb damage should be through the roof. I can only eat 1 special 3 from him, though, since his special 3 applies a stun, and then he's going to be able to hit me afterwards. So I do have to keep that in mind. But with that soul barb damage, it looks like it's 12k a tick. I would be able to finish that combo, throw my striker, throw a whole nother combo, throw a special 3, and he would have been dead even if he was rank 5 ascended there. So next up, we're going to be taking Cersei here on the aggression regen node, and it is a rank 5 ascended Circe, which I think this is the first ascended Circe I've ever seen. She's super annoying on defense, but her offensive abilities are super underwhelming, so I would hate to ascend her myself, but then I'm going to be ascending my bullseye here pretty soon, just because he is very potent on defense. I got pretty unlucky with proccing my incinerate buffs, but it's going pretty good now. She's taking 9k a tick on her soul, on the soul barb damage. I meant to throw another special 2, but a special 3 doesn't bother me that much here. Those degens should do a lot of damage, and she should degen out pretty quickly. I wasn't going to hit her anymore, but I figured I might as well. It may proc the glancing, but at that point, all my debuffs were already up. So next up here, we have our first bullseye on the Power Focus 2 node, and Bubble Shield. And bullseye on Bubble Shield is super annoying, just because that special one, if it does hit you, it does a lot of damage. And with Sunspot not being bleed immune, it is also potentially a little bit scary. So I do go in here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to throw a whole combo, parry, charge a heavy, land the first hit, and I was actually able to do that. Now I just really want him to throw a special one, which I do, and my incinerates made it so I was able to perfect block it all. I get rooted. I kind of expected it. I didn't expect that hit to whiff there, though. That was not really what I was thinking would happen. Now I need to hold block and make sure he throws an attack so I can bait out his unblockable pretty much. And I got lucky there with him not throwing a special one. But even if he had, I think I would have been fine. I don't know exactly why I was dashing back so much there. That hit did hit, and then I got hit several times. But really all I need to do is get my special 2 thrown. And with that, he is very, very dead. So I would have been probably better off to have thrown a 150% mutant boost on instead of the 200%er, because it was just giving me way more than enough power. So that fight, I was happy to get a solo on it. It was a rank 5 ascended bullseye. And once again, I wasn't able to take that Killmonger. I just didn't have the room on my team to bring a good counter to him, while also bringing a good counter to the onslaught boss. So I decided to throw a team potion in here, since I am going to be using Kushala here, and then a small single... No, I actually didn't even use a small single potion on Kushala, it looks like. I did come in here and throw on a combat regen boost instead of throwing another potion on Kushala, is what I did, actually. This fight should be pretty straightforward. He gains a ton of buffs, and I can punish buffs very nicely with Kushala, so this fight should go pretty well. Within the first combo, was already at 1.5 bars of power, and stick 5 incinerates on him there. Throw another special one before his incinerate phase comes off, and he's at 14 incinerates, just going down very swiftly. I don't know why. I thought he had 1 hit left or something. I just wasn't paying that much attention, but he went down in like 22 seconds. 78% of my damage was with incinerates. And next up, this is the first time I've taken the right-hand side on the mini-boss island in quite a while, and I think I kind of forgot how this node worked when I did it. So I did go ahead and finish healing up Sunspot, which you will see is a very good thing that I did in this fight, because this fight got out of hand very quickly. But I just go in. I know he's going to get a ton of his things. I forgot, though, that he does get Falter Me for his unstoppable buff falling off from charging heavy attacks. So he's going to have his heavy attack buffs falling off. He's going to have his overcharge buffs falling off. He's going to have all kinds of buffs falling off. and that special 3 or special 2 threw me to a special 3 again. I think if I just had the 150 boost on, I wouldn't have quite gone to a special 3, and I would have been able to quickly finish him off with another special 2. But as it is, that special 3 did 4% damage. Now I have to worry about dexing his unblockable special 2, which I got the first one just fine. He's got a bunch of indestructible charges up, and he's unblockable, so I can't hit his block. And I get smacked several times there. I'm about to get faltered. I am lucky he didn't go red there. I thought about going for it and then realized that he would probably go indestructible, so did not end up going for it there. Here, I'm about to get faltered again. He's just not throwing that special 2. I'm in the wall. I did luckily dex it, but now I'm up in the wall, and he's got another special 2. I was lucky with being able to dex out of that. I just threw my heavy attack there because it was a very close to loss of fight in that corner there. So I did end up coming out of it alive, but it was far sketchier than I would have liked any fight to have gone. If I hadn't thrown that potion in theory, I would have been alive still, but I don't think I would have survived. Just when my health starts to get really low, I start to play all panicky, and I probably would have ended up slipping up there. Throw a Power Start 1 boost on here. My plan is just to go straight to a special 2 and not even throw a special 1. That way I don't have to worry about potentially going red on my power after my special 2. But he is rank 5, but he's already down like 20%. I also had forgotten that applying Incinerates puts that stun debuff on cooldown, so I was just playing this fight completely stun immune. I do go ahead and throw my special 2 here, which puts me very red because I got several crits, but he's almost dead at this point, so I'm pretty sure the special 3 will either finish him off or he'll die to the Incinerates afterwards. So he does just end up dying from that special 3. So did manage to solo 2 bullseyes, and then 2 wars ago was an example of Tigra versus an onslaught boss, and I just don't feel confident enough to be able to solo an onslaught boss with Tigra, not after last onslaught boss I tried, so I brought in my old tried and true Fant Man here, and this fight, I do slip up a little bit, but he's one of the tankiest champions in the game, so I'm not too worried about it. For Onslaught with Fant Man, you can hit his block, dash back, and instantly throw a light attack in the air, and if he dashes at you, it's going to be an interception. If he doesn't dash at you, then he's not going to hit you because he didn't attack. So it's really safe just to hit Onslaught's block, dash back, and light intercept, or throw a light attack into the air, whether you see him dashing in or not. Here, I ended up getting hit several times, which honestly was probably better because it gave me enough power to almost get to a special 2 and not waste one of my disintegration phases. So it definitely wasn't intentional, but I did get hit several times. There, I did block one of the hits of his special 1, which didn't matter that much. It put a couple of those plasma debuffs or whatever on me, but it was close enough that it didn't matter. There, I thought I would push to a special 2 and throw it, but after hitting him a couple times, I realized that pushing him to a special 2 would push Onslaught into his red phase, or not red, his special 2, and I was not going to be baiting a special 2 without being able to shrug off those plasma debuffs and getting a whole bunch of degens on me. So there, I did just block the last hit. I felt like I was a little bit late, and at this point I know I can take quite a bit more damage and I'll be fine. But did get the solo here. That puts me up to 50-2 for this season, and it's early on in the war, so I'm not really sure what the results are going to be yet, but that will be it for this one. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.